It's great to welcome Gucci Pimp to the bass sessions today, backstage at the bass studio. First time we've been here, guys. Are you looking forward to the gig?
Yeah, looking forward to it a lot. Thank you very much for having us.
You're welcome. And can you give us a brief history of the band up to this point? Because I know you've been together for some time, but you know, kind of run us through how you got to where you are now.
I guess I sort of recorded stuff in my bedroom for a long time. And then I met Ad many years ago, and drafted him in on drums. And then we were in a band with Dave. Then we sacked Dave. We had a very crazy person on bass who had to go because
lunatic.
Yeah, and then we had Steve.
They drafted me in about 3 weeks before a gig that was booked, so I learned the entire set in about 3 weeks, so it was a bit ropey, but we got through it.
So, how long have you guys been together with this lineup then?
This lineup's about a year, isn't it?
About a year,
yeah. There's a three-piece, about 6 or 7, but this line is a year.
So, I know you've got a few upcoming shows. Can you run through some of the shows? I mean, obviously you're playing bass studios tonight.
We're playing Digbeth next week, and we're playing Lightwoods Park in Bearwood on the Sunday. Then we head off. Then we head off to Wales for a festival in Newquay, which is West Wales. So we're doing two gigs down there. So it's a European leg of the tour.
European jaunt. And I know that you've been in the recording studio, or you've been doing some recording recently, because Adam's always telling me. And so, I mean, what's going to be happening with that? I mean, obviously you're doing it. Are you doing it for a reason? Are you going to kind of get out there?
Yeah, we just want to get it out there, really. Used to get some gigs.
EPs?
Yeah, maybe. We'll probably end up giving them away, I think, as well.
Yeah, we're trying to get an EP. We've been talking about trying to do an album,
trying
to get some new material together. We've got enough songs now, it's just getting time, but getting out, promoting it as much as we can.
Just needs overdubs.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a proper recording of the 4-piece. We had recordings of this as a 3-piece, but not as a 4-piece, so it was good to get in the studio with the 4 of us.
Hopefully by the end of the year we'll have a hard copy.
That's if I'm not sacked again.
I was going to ask you as well, I mean, when you kind of put people into kind of pigeonholes and kind of talk about certain genres of music is always a bit of a dodgy thing to do, but I mean, what are your influences? I mean, Adam said to me before now that there's kind of, you've had reviews where you've been, the list of bands that you've been kind of compared to is longer than the rest of the review. I mean, where do you kind of see
Sometimes we don't like some of them.
No, some you've probably never heard of, have you?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I mean, what was the gauntlet? Because it ran right the way across, didn't it? I mean, what was
some of the bands, that review was just crazy, wasn't it? They mentioned more bands than we had songs at the time, I think. It was completely, from like the Nirvana thing all the way, I think there's a bit of the Stones in there. And
we got compared to the Move once, so wasn't
it? Yeah, it is. It's kind of, like you saying that, it's kind of like the psychedelic.
But my first love was West Coast psychedelia.
Right.
So MC5, Stourbridge. Yeah. Well, that's East Coast actually. East Coast and West Coast psychedelia. Yeah.
You can hear that in. I mean, Out of Control was one of those songs I would kind of add and watch a couple of those. That's a vibe I get as well. But you've got a lot of other things going on there as well, haven't you? Do you find that kind of it's a melting pot of all the influences going in there?
I suppose so.
Matt writes most of the songs, so
yeah,
I guess the seed of the ideas from Matt.
I think
some all chip in.
Steve's brought in a lot of great ideas on bass. If we've had a bit of a dry spell, Steve's just come in, jammed in the studio. Generally me and him will jam something out, it sparks Matt, and we bring it in that way. So some of the songs have been influenced from that.
We've had a bit of Americana scene.
Yeah. I kind of like that vibe of it. We've all got our different things, but we don't go in saying we're going to write a song which is this.
Yeah.
A lot of us work up very different to when you bring them in on your phone.
It's very technical.
I used to demo absolutely everything up.
And I told you that too.
Yeah, now I just come in, strum the chords, sing, and let them do whatever they want.
Building up kind of as
it's been good. A lot of the songs started off so different, and now when we listen back, it's like, well, how did we actually get to where we are with them now? So,
the new ones have been sort of
Yeah.
So what are future plans then for the band? I mean, you've been recording, you've started to do some more shows and kind of expanding out of Birmingham and the West Midlands area. What's going to happen over the next 12 months? Any huge plans?
Huge plan. I think it's try and get more recordings done.
Yeah.
And try and gig as much as we can. You know, we used to gig a lot, then we had a lull. I think now we're trying to settle down as the 4. So just get out the band out and get as much publicity and do as many different gigs, I think, as we can. This year we've had a few.
Yeah.
So I think it's just seeing where we can take it. We're not getting any younger, but I think we really believe in the songs. So we think they're too good to just be heard in our little room. We want to get them out to be. Let's see what reaction.
I mean, actually, I saw you. I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago in Lightwood Park. On one of the kind of festival days there, and it was great the fact that a lot of bands before you they had to do these sound checks and kind of blinky blinky, okay, sound's got to be this, that, and the other. Matt, you just kind of walked on and said, right, let's do it. Like,
it was play.
It was great, you know, and it kind of you kind of had it was great. I could feel the charisma. It's like, yeah, we know what we're doing, and let's get on with it. Kind of.
It's sort of like a bit of a garage. The old school garage mentality.
Yeah.
And I'm a believer. I think that you can mess around for ages. If you've got a good sound man, it'll sort you out in a couple of minutes. And if you've got a bad sound man, it won't
sort it out ever.
So I think we stress too much about it.
So we've all spent a lot of time tinkering about, and we've all played, you know, a long time. And I've had more pedals than the Tour de France at one point. Now I'm like, guitar and a cable. That's it, really, and that's all I stick to.
So you've kind of done all that, and you've got to come back round to probably almost where you started, the day you started out.
Unless people want to buy me pedals.
He's not averse to like a sponsorship deal, are you?
Fosters.
What about contact details, just before we finish up, where people can kind of follow the Gucci Pimp and see what you're up to and what's going on?
We've got the MySpace, so it's MySpace/Gucci Pimp, all one word, and everything's on there.
Fantastic.
Keep it updated, so keep an eye on it.
Put guitar reversals on there, don't we?
Yes.
They better be good from that one. It's a pleasure being joining us on the bass sessions, and I hope you enjoyed the gig tonight. Thanks very much.
Sure.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.